Welcome to another in our series of one-chart video tutorials. Today, we will cover the proper process for a provider ordering and initiating a power plan for restraints, and also the proper process for renewing the restraint order on day 2 and subsequently on day 3 and beyond. To begin, we will have signed into OneChart, established a relationship with our patient, and open the patient's chart. We will first navigate to the patient's order profile, choose to add an order, and enter Restraint into the search box for the order catalog. When the list displays, select the appropriate power plan for the restraint/age range you are ordering. For this tutorial, we will be selecting the restraint for nonviolent behavior. Once you've selected the power plan, click on the Done button in the lower right corner of the search pop-up. Complete all of the required components of the power plan as indicated by the white X in the blue circle by selecting the order item and right mouse clicking and selecting Modify. As with any field in OneChart, the required fields are highlighted in yellow. For our Restraint Initiate Nonviolent Behavior Power Plan, we need to select the type of restraint which we will be placing on the patient. For this example, we will select Enclosed Bed. As this was the only required component for our power plan, we are now ready to initiate this power plan or this order. We'll navigate to the lower right corner and select the Initiate button, review the Orders for Signature screen and click on Orders for Signature, and complete by clicking on the Sign button in the lower right corner. As we previously completed the required details, we can click on Yes to continue signing. Notice the Processing Please Refresh message. Click on Refresh. Immediately notice after expanding out the View column, your Restraint Power Plan now displays as Initiated, and there is another power plan for Restraint Continue in a planned state. This has been auto-generated in the event that the current power plan will remain in effect and require continuation beyond 24 hours. Having initiated this power plan, the next step is to appropriately record a note indicating why this restraint power plan was initiated and what the behavior was supporting it. Moving on to day 2, should the current restraint order still be valid and need to be continued, navigate once again to the order profile and select the power plan, and either right mouse click on the selected power plan, or you can navigate to the Initiate button in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. We'll make note that one of the orders has a white X in a blue circle requiring our attention. We can either address it by selecting the order and right mouse clicking and click on Modify, or had you just processed the Initiate button, the system would walk you through each of the orders that has required elements to complete. Having selected the Modify option, we immediately notice that once again, we are prompted for the type of restraint that has been ordered. We will continue with the enclosure bed, and we will complete by selecting the Initiate button, review our orders, select Orders for Signature, complete by clicking Sign. We once again see our Processing Please Refresh, which we will refresh the screen. And now you'll notice that our Restraint Continue has been placed into an initiated status. Should the restraints need to be continued for days 3 and beyond, you'll once again navigate to the order profile, find the Restraint Continue power plan, which is already in initiated status, right mouse click, and select the Replicate option. Review the pop-up and select OK. You'll immediately notice that we now have another Restraint Continue power plan in a planned pending status, as well as the Restraint for Nonviolent Behavior Restraint Continue power plan displaying the order with a white X in a blue circle, which means we must complete the required elements by selecting the order and right mouse clicking to modify. We will once again continue the restraint type of enclosed bed, complete the process by selecting Initiate, continue with Orders for Signature, sign the orders, Processing Please Refresh, and once again we now have an additional line item power plan for restraints continued in an initiated status. Should the current restraint be continued beyond day 3, you will once again look for the Restraint Continue power plan, right mouse click, and select the Replicate option. Once the current restraint is no longer needed, select the original power plan and right mouse click and select the option for discontinue. Click on the Orders for Signature button. Review the restraint orders that are being discontinued. Click on Sign. Refresh your screen. And now you'll notice that all of your restraint power plans are now in a discontinued status. This completes the tutorial for proper restraint order processing and discontinuing.